Hey guys, SH here, and welcome back to another episode of Battlefield 4 Weapon Guide. In this episode, I'm going to be covering the AUG A3 or AUG. So without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Okay, let's first talk about the damage of this weapon. The damage of AUG starts at 25 up close at 8 meters and it drops into 18 meter distance at 55 meters. Which means that it's gonna take between 4 to 6 shots to kill, but generally 5 shots to kill because that is the range that you're gonna be engaging people mostly with. But if you can get a headshot to the enemy, it's gonna take between 2 to 3 shots to kill because a headshot has a 2 times damage multiplier. And then the rate of fire of this weapon is 700 rounds per minute, which is between the AK-12 and M416. So in a 1v1 situation, if you see a guy who's using a SAR-21 or AK-12, you can easily outgun him just by looking at his rate of fire department. But if you see a guy using FAMAS or AK, you're gonna get outgunned, so just be careful about that. And then the muzzle velocity of this weapon is extremely fast. In fact, this gun has the fastest muzzle velocity among the other assault rifles, which is 670 meters per second. So whenever you see a guy in the range, you can just point and shoot, and it is pretty much going to register every single time because this gun shoots extremely fast. But if you put a suppressor on this weapon, it's going to drop down to 340 meters per second, which I really do not recommend you using a suppressor against with this weapon. I know that the suppressor do not hurt any ranges, but since this gun has the fastest muzzle velocity among the entire assault rifle class, using a suppressor with this weapon is totally not going to worth it. The bullet draw is very standard among the 50 meters per second, and magazine size is also very standard at 31 rounds. Okay, so like I said before, this gun fires at 670 meters per second. But one thing that I noticed while using this weapon is that I had lots of problems regarding the kill trading. And for those of you guys, if you don't know what kill trading is, it is basically dying at the same time with the enemy, and that happened a lot of times, especially with this gun. Since this gun fires at 670 meters per second, I just had numerous number of kill trading. And I also had 1v1 situation against the suppressed SCAR-8 assault rifle, which is the gun that has one of the slowest muzzle velocity out of the entire assault rifle class. I had numerous number of kill tradings while using this weapon, so just be careful about that and try to range yourself between you and the enemy, so make sure that you don't get any kill trading with this weapon. And now let's talk about the reload. The reload time is kind of slower side, which is 2.5 seconds. And if you actually run out of entire magazine, it's going to take full 3.1 seconds to reload. So I really do not recommend you using through the entire rounds because it's going to take too long to reload. And by the time you're done reloading, you're pretty much going to get killed by the enemy. So just be careful about that and make sure you look at your ammunition count whenever you shoot or whenever you burst fire with this weapon. And the recoil of this weapon is generally going to kick upward to the left. I know it has a fairly similar number between recoil up and recoil right, but when I was using this weapon, it generally kicked up to the left. So just be careful about that. And if you want to reduce some of the recoil, make sure you put the angle grip of this weapon because that reduces the recoil by 1/3. And then the first shot multiplier of this weapon is 2.4 times. So while using this weapon, I had a lot of fun using with any one-time sights, but I had a very hard time using with the high magnification scope, which is 3.4 and the 4-time sight. And I also tried using with a lot of class setups, and the only sight I really enjoy using was the red dot sight, which is the first attachment that you will be able to unlock. And heavy barrel is also a okay-ish choice to use, but I do not recommend you using it because that's gonna increase the recoil by quite a lot. And since this gun already has a pretty good aim down sight accuracy, I don't think you're gonna need heavy barrel unless you want to engage guys in the long range. And between the compensator and multi break, I recommend you using the compensator instead because this gun has a higher horizontal recoil than the vertical recoil, and compensator usually reduces the horizontal recoil by 25%, and that helps to manage the recoil of this weapon even more easier. And between the angle grip, ergo grip, and the studded grip, I recommend you using the angle grip because since this gun fires extremely fast, this gun is going to be very effective against the long range. And if you use the angle grip, it's gonna take the recoil down by 1/3. So if you want to engage guys in a long range, just put any one-time sights on with maybe magnifier attachment and then put an angle grip on, and that is gonna make this gun into a laser beam. And I think that's it guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like, favorite, subscribe, share with your friends, and etc. And I think that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!